welcome for today's webinar. Today we're going to talk about finish strong in the fourth quarter. Okay, so I think when I mentioned fourth quarter, it's like now October, November, and December precisely, and we're going to figure out, or I'm going to share with you, what can we use metaphysics to help us finish strong. Of course, all of us here we like good ending, isn't it? Right, so we can celebrate our Christmas in a more, I would say, excitement, and then finally we're able to close 2025 in a great way. So now, that time flies, right? I mean, like early of the year, we have a Chinese New Year celebration. For me, it's still like yesterday. Yeah, so we didn't realize that time flies so fast. And then now we are talking about next year already. Right? I saw while I'm browsing social medias, I saw a lot of articles, videos talking about what's happening next year. So that's how fast, yeah, time move. And but wait first, right? So because we still have 3 months, there are a lot of things we can actually do about it to make it better. How many of you here, you already achieved your 2025 goal? I mean, for you already like job done. Okay, I can relax a bit now. How many of you here type the word yes? Okay, or almost. Okay, Grabila, good. Now, yeah, you can send your reply on the chat box. Yeah, you know that your Zoom have a chat box. You can actually send your reply there, because while I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the chat box as well. Okay, good. So now, how many of you here didn't yet? Not only you did not achieve, but you also frustrated. Okay, and maybe you have a lot of regrets. Okay, yeah, so we have two mixture of group of people here. So for those who haven't achieved yet, yeah, now you have a chance. Okay, because today we'll talk about what we can do with this small window, see whether you can work something on that or not. Okay, so how do we do this here? I think first of all, some of you are new, some of you are seasoned practitioner, or you know a lot about metaphysics. I think for the last 5 years, the topic that caught our attention is a lot got to do with period 9, isn't it? Everywhere you see, if you're in the metaphysics world, everywhere you see, you hear topic, discussion, video, you never miss about the word period 9, isn't it? Okay, are you get tired of it about period 9? So you say, oh, it's still period 9. Yes, it is, but I think that we're already in period 9 already. So it's like an old story. All right. It's already there since 2024. I still remember when I talk about period 9 is back in 2019. I keep telling people, hey, you need to work on period 9. This is something you must do and something you shouldn't do. I share a lot with a lot of people, okay, that time. And that time people don't, most of people, they don't know what period 9 is. Yeah, they thought it's a food or a restaurant chain, they don't know. So, but after 5 years, most people knew about it, or at least you heard about it. So now even more people, I got a lot of message from some of my students. He say, "Hey, Iverson, a lot of the contents you teach about period 9, people actually borrow it. I mean, in a good way to describe. It's not borrow, okay? They copy and paste. They steal the content, and then they teach others. Yeah, I know it's not ethical, yeah, but this is what's happening. Yeah, but right now, probably those info that they use right now is no longer relevant, because now we're already in period 9. So we need to know more about how do we actually thrive, because we're already inside. We are no longer in the mode of preparation. Basically, right now, you don't have much time for preparation. Yeah, if you ask me, the strategy to thrive at this era, at this moment, is all about taking action as fast as possible. So let me show you. If some of you do here, you might wondering, hey, Alison, what are you talking about this period 9 is it what it is actually is this. Let me show you the image here. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is period 9. So period 9 is a energy cycle. Yeah, just like in the finance industry, right? You see a lot of cycle. Yeah, in terms of the share, there'll be a correction. There'll be a bull moment. So, but in metaphysics, we do track cycles, and starting at 2024, interesting things happens because it's actually is a starting on a new chapter that will span across 20 years or 2 decades. Okay, and if you look at here on the screen here is an image of a sun, right? So why we use the sun? Because in Chinese metaphysics, when we try to understand or predict what happened or what we can do, there are we study in a form of 5 elements. This is not the real elements, of course. So this is a representation of energy. Okay, so when we actually study metaphysics, we actually learn about the because otherwise any energy might look complicated. Okay, so now I lost my Zoom software. Give me a sec here. Something wrong with the Zoom software. Give me a sec. Okay, can you see my screen right now? I think you can, right? Okay. So, okay, now it's back here again. Okay, good. So we use this 5 element to represent the energy movement and the intensity of the energy or being the presence of the energy or lacking of those energy. And from there, we can able to predict something. So I don't want you to think if you are lacking fire element, you need to wear red color dress or clothes. Okay, that one is not astrology. Okay, that one is fashion design. Okay, you can wear whatever you want. You don't wear also can. All right, it's your life, right? You can choose. But just for you to know, it's a huge distinction. That one is fashion design. Okay, so now these 5 elements, so it's easier for us to read and interpret energy. Otherwise, we cannot see energy, isn't it? So when you master this knowledge of 5 elements, you can do a lot of stuff basically. Okay, so today, of course, I'm not going to put you on the spot to learn 5 elements because this one require a lot of study, a lot of you need some time you have to spend to do it or to do this. So I give you the end result. How about that? Yeah, it's better that way, right? So now, I know some of you have partial knowledge, some of you don't have yet. It's fine. So let's back to the cycle right now. We are talking about the period 9. So since the fire element is very strong, again, is not the real fire. I know I received some questions that say, should I go for sunbathing or not? Since period 9 is fire, fire is good. Okay, so please don't do that. Okay, if you expose to your sun too long, your skin will happen to your skin. Okay, what will you get if you expose to your to the sun for a long period of time? April Fool's Day BBQ already. Yes, exactly. Okay, so don't think like that because this is not the real sun element. So now is for us to easy for to teach. Just imagine the fire element. So it's like this. Okay, there you go. Yeah, this is burning forest. Yeah, where is does it look pleasant or what? Yeah, tell me from what you see here. So in metaphysics, when the fire is strong, we can say that period 9 is dominated by this technology because fire represent tech world. That's why you see a lot of AI every day right now. Right? So everything can be AI, it seems like. Do you realize this? Yeah, business is AI. Weight loss also can do AI. Even spiritual right now, they're talking about the AI on from spirituality point of view. So many things. So some food also can be AI right now. So therefore, that is the main focus. Back in 2019, when I talked about period 9, I did mention about AI. How many of you attended my 2019 program? I say this is attention, you pay on it. Although that time people know about it, but people don't do much. You see now, fast track 6 years right now, you see how big influence of AI in our life, which in fact we a lot of us using some portion of AI. Okay, like if you use the chat prompt like chat GPT, that part is part of AI. It's not represent AI, but is a small part of it, right? And you see this is something that keep growing, and we cannot deny the fact, yeah, this one will continue to grow stronger and stronger. So fire also represent spiritual world, energy. Therefore, nowadays you see a lot of people, okay, a lot of people right now they are looking for alternate healing energy. Do you realize that? Right? They are not nowadays. They are focused on holistic healing. Yeah, I'm not just going to take a lot of pills every day. Yeah, to make yourself like a laboratory of pills. No, right? That one is no good. Nowadays, people talking about what? Yeah, they are not focused on our symptom anymore. They want to treat the real cause. Yeah, they focus on healing. They focus on energy. They look at the body as not just a bunch of meat that you need to treat, but as a form of mind, body, and spirit. They are connected with each other. Okay, so do you see that happening nowadays? Right? People don't just popping pills just like that. Yeah, they're seeking for a natural healing. How many of you here witness that trend right now? Or maybe even yourself, you start to open to this. Okay, that is the period 9. So if you're in those field, let's say you're energy healer or you're someone that focus or teach energy related subject, then you start to see more opportunities. Okay, yeah, a lot of people like Sue also mentioned here, study this consciousness. Okay, how to assess it, right? Manifestation. How many of you here actually you like to learn manifestation? Yeah, type the word yes if you're interested. Manifest, to turn intention into reality. Okay, I think I did a bonus manifestation a month ago. How many of you attended that, the Wealth Portal manifestation? Type the word yes. Yeah, so yeah, that is the one, right? So yeah, hopefully I can do more of this. Yeah, in my probably in my future program, or something. Because I discovered that a lot of people like that part. Okay. So okay, I saw Ingrid Hughes mention it works really well. Good. Thank you for your feedback, Ingrid. Okay, so probably later you can let me know what that really works well. Real situation, yeah, so I can share with the others so they can benefit from it. So that's why you see this is period 9. Yeah, period 9 like this. And the thing here is this period 9 also, if you I just share with you something technical a little bit. Fire is strong, which is the Li Gua. Li Gua early and later heaven relation, also a Qian Gua. So we cannot just say that period 9 is dominated by fire. It also dominated by this metal element, which is the Qian Gua. So Qian Gua, translated into layman term, is the king, the emperor. Okay, so some of you get my dates for my previous manifestation. Do you realize that the fifth technique that I shared with you is the Emperor Seal? Do you still remember that? I shared with you 5 techniques, right? Yeah, so that is one of the reasons because I'm utilizing this fire and metal. So now, this metal element, the Chen Gua, in period 9 or in any period, it represents emperor, the king. So you see a lot the rise of dictator. Okay, so are you seeing that in the world right now? No, I took from the macro point of view. Do you see that? Right? So even though we all say that, okay, we need to be, fair, we need to be impartial and everything, but we judge by people action, right? Not by what people say. So you see this, and not only in the global scale, you also discover in a household, in a domestic arena, you see that a lot of dictator will happen, dictatorship. Okay, so hopefully not your partner, right? You see that yeah, people they'll actually enforce a lot of will or forces, yeah, in a working environment. and also, smaller scale be the family member. Okay. So therefore, this is the trend. How do we know this? Because we know the five elements. It's just as simple as that. It's not because I have sixth sense. No, I don't have sixth sense. Okay. A lot of people think, oh, Iverson, you must have a really great sixth sense. No. Whenever I got free time, I just focusing on food only. Maybe I got some sense in terms of food, but actual success I don't have. So I need to rely on these five elements to tell me, all right, what's going to happen? What can I do? So, and also, you think about this, right? Fire is a word, is a period that is dominated by fire. It also is fire represent technology. So we are never short of technology. Let me ask all of you guys here. If you want to know something, is it hard or easy at this era? Easy, right? You just go for online research. So in this period here, you notice that they'll be overloaded with information. Knowing what to do is not hard. You try to search like 10 ways to do this, to boost your Instagram or to create a new business. Then even you can write a proposal. Yeah, they can help you to write a perfect proposal. Yeah, better than some of the marketeer right now. I'm not joking. I actually work with a lot of marketeers. I discovered that sometimes, I would say 99%, the AI can outbeat them in terms of copywriting and ideas. Okay, I'm sorry. Some of you here might be marketeers, but this is what I'm experiencing. So, of course, if your marketeers is not about to against AI, yeah, but to learn how to work better with AI, because now you become a better user of AI, it help you to become a better marketeers. Okay, so now having said all this, since they are never short of information, they are overloaded even. So does that make people confused? Yes or no? Yes, right? Because some sources say this, some sources say that. So yet right now, when we say period 9, we are overloaded with information or overwhelmed, but now we are starving for wisdom. Their wisdom is know when to use which piece of information. Agree? Right? It's not about intelligence. Intelligence means that you do the right thing. Wisdom is knowing when to do it. Yeah, not all formula will work all the time. Depends on the right time, right? So therefore, or even you should say that word or not. Because if you're intelligent, you're so intelligent, don't you think sometimes you hurt other people, right? Because you tell something that shouldn't be said, even though you're extremely right. Sometimes when you're too right, you become wrong. How many of you here experienced this before? You might think I'm right, whatever I'm saying is right, it's the right principle. But you say in the wrong time, you deliver it in the wrong message or wrong format. Yeah, then you're not going to get it well. Yeah, you offend people, you hurt people. So wisdom is different. Sometimes they know that they are right, but they choose to remain silent. Okay? Okay, so this is like for example, like wisdom is something like that. When someone, if especially women, when they say is fine, they are not fine. Okay, some of us might need to go through some hard way to understand that point. Agree? Right? When you heard about women say, I'm fine, it's fine, means that they are not fine. Okay, intelligent people will think, okay, if it's fine, then it's okay, right? No. So that part, some of us go through take certain several years to learn about that truth. Okay, so and you also realize one thing, right? People sometimes they don't want your solution. They just want you to be there, to be present, to hear their story. But if you're an intelligent person, what will you do? Don't worry. Let me tell you 3 steps to solve your problem. Yeah, then the other person say, why I don't need your solution? Yeah, you're not hearing me, you don't understand me. Right? So a lot of people need to be heard, right? That part is wisdom. To know when. You just keep quiet and just listen. Okay, so yeah, that is the part that lacking in period 9. Because wisdom is water element. Okay, when fire is strong, water is weak. So therefore, if you are in a field that help people to see things in different way, improve their wisdom, Don't you think you have a lot of value in this period here? Yeah, I want you to think a little bit, right? Do you have a lot of value? Yes. So you see some wisdom guru, right? All these things here, because then people don't need more information. Come on. If I need information, I can search online. I can search Chat GPT or whatever system. Gemini, there's so many things. Right? So therefore, yeah, if you are in that field to help people like improve the consciousness, all of this here is valuable in period nine. That's what people needs right now. So and this period nine energy, yeah, there are a lot of stuff like basically. I cannot go through every single thing, but I want to imagine this. When fire is strong, like I showed just now, the burning forest. So what will happen? If the fires are being there long enough, it will burns everything down. Yeah, turn everything into ashes. Make sense? So once it burn become ashes, what is the next thing to happen? Yeah, the fire very strong, you burn everything across its path, but eventually you'll turn into ashes, right? You turn everything into ashes. So what happened after that? I think you heard about that when the phoenix arise from where? Ashes. So there'll be a huge transformation. There'll be growth, right? There'll be there, but they need to go through the process of becoming ashes first. I met a lot of people, I receive a lot of email or even during conversation. Everyone tell me they want a breakthrough, but actually they don't want it. They only want it when it's easy. Make sense? If you tell them they're going to go through 1 or 2 years of struggle, uncertainty, hardship, then they'll say, oh no, I don't want that. Cool, bro. That kind of thing, they want to be happy at this moment. So I think Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, say very well in one of his commencement. He said that everyone want to go to heaven, but they don't want to die to get there. Have you heard about Steve Jobs saying that? It's so true, right? Everyone say, well, heaven is the promised land and everything, but yet in order to go to heaven to die first, right? But they're afraid of dying. You see how irony is that? So therefore, people like the promise, but they don't like the process going through. So, but if you're someone who understands this principle, you need to go through the part of being burned down, become the ashes to the ground, and from there you rise again. Then period nine works wonders for you. How many of you here up for that? Yeah, is yin and yang, right? Yeah, you need that part to happen first. How do you have a breakthrough? So therefore, the burning part is essential. But the thing here is, period nine happened in 2024, right? Let me show you 2024, but the burning haven't started yet. Okay, if you think you had the verse haven't started yet. So when it started, it will start on a year where fire is the strongest. Okay, because now you add more fuel, you add more fire to the burning forest, then only you can scatter everything or burn everything down to ashes, right? So therefore, period nine is a 20 years full of fire. But one of those year is the fire is the strongest, and some of you probably already know is next year. So it's happened in 2026. So let me show you the slide here. If you look at here, you will know that, okay, see, starting on 2025, just lay out for you all the years, starting from 2024, where period 9 begins. So it's a wood dragon. So it's not a pure fire. 225, snake is fire, but it's still wood. Okay. So 2026, horse already fire, but this is not any other horse, it's a fire horse. So is it the most powerful fire element? Okay. So this is a year that, is sort of like leveling the playing field. So you have chance to actually change your destiny. Because in other times, when not everything burned down, the whole, I would say, most of the economy are controlled by all these big players. it's very hard for you to get into it. Agree? Right? So since now is a year full of fire, they also worry, they also disoriented, they need to figure out the new way of doing things. So this period here is like the twilight zone where they cannot bother on so many things. So if you are newcomers here, you're sort of like these are period you can make a lot of changes before they're getting strong again. I want to imagine right now they are the sleeping giants. They are sleeping right now, so you can do whatever you like. They won't crush you. Okay, so because everything burned down, so which means the gap are reduced, so you can do so many things. And you think about this, right? In period 9, that is already a sign like that. In the old days, if you want to become popular, do you need to know a lot of people? The producer, the big player in the field, they are the ones have the final say whether you can become popular or not. Right? If they don't like you, you're done. You're not going to succeed in entertainment industry or any industry that requires popularity. Agree? Right? So, but in period 9, do you actually need those people to approve you or let you into the industry? No. You see, nowadays, a lot of people become popular by get into social media, a new platform where they bypass the middleman. Yeah, it's already happening, right? So now the most intense is in 2026. So how many of you here, you want to have a breakthrough in 2026? 2026? Okay. Remember, you're also willing to be burned when you say that. You think properly first. Think again before you answer me. Okay, now type again if you really want to do this. Wow, still so many. Very good. Okay, so once so therefore you listen properly. In 226, why is everything going to burn down? Because remember I told you is all of them are because the whole pillar is a fire element. And let me show you this is the one. Okay, fire horse here. Next year, February 4th, it will happen. So a lot of fire. And now we are not there yet, right? So which means that we have another roughly around 4 to 5 months to do this. So therefore, you need to get prepared first. Make sense? It's not like, oh, we're going to get breakthrough. If you're not prepared, even opportunities come, even you're able to see it, you're not able to capitalize on it. Okay, you cannot because you're not prepared. You don't have the ability to capitalize on those opportunities. So so now we are still in the month of October. So we have chance to prepare, isn't it? That's why I created this session here to share with you what the fourth quarter means to us. So this is like a pre-training or preparation before you go out to fight. Okay, I want to consider this the army training camp where you can do something, you become stronger. Are you guys up for it? If you're ready, type the word yes. Okay, now, since you're ready, let me show you the fourth quarter of 2025 chart. Okay, there you go. So this is a chart. So which means what to do, strategy, or any potential event will happen are I would say encoded into these characters. So of course, if you learn puzzle, you know how to decode it. But right now, you don't worry. I'm going to decode it for you. Okay. So let me just explain to you all these pillar, the context first. So here, each pillar represent 1 month. So if you can see it here, this is October 8, right? So today in our country already October 9. So we are already entered this month. Okay, October 8. And then after November 7, you cross to another month. So because Chinese metaphysics, our calendar does not start at first. So when we mention the month of October, actually until we only consider October until we reach 8th of October. Okay, and then you run for 1 month, and then we change the month again on November 7 and so on. Okay, so which means each pillar governs 1 month. the energy here. So, and this is what you extend until January. You might think, how come January is still the fourth quarter? Because in metaphysics calendar, new year only begin, or new, not new year, what I'm talking about. New year will only begins starting February. So I would consider January still part of the fourth quarter. Okay, all right. This part okay? All right, so that's why I include 4 months here to analyze. Okay, are you guys clear so far? Why I include January inside? Type the word yes if you understand. Okay, good. So now, you know that what is the strongest element in 2025, 2026? Type in the chat box. What is the strongest element? Okay, fire, good. All right, so you know that eventually fire will be super strong. So if you learn metaphysics before, fire, how do you benefit from, who you benefit from fire? Fire element, if you are fire element, you benefit from fire, right? You become stronger. But you also know that fire will produce earth. So if you are earth, would you benefit or not? Yes, because fire produce earth. Even you don't know, does not matter. I just try to explain to you the technical part of it. So now, interesting thing happened here. Do you see? Here is fire. This one also fire, also earth. So can I say that all these elements will benefited by fire? Can I say so? Okay, good. So this part you understand, right? So if your chart, at your chart right now, your own party chart, if your day master, your day master who is Ping or Ting or Wu or Ji, any of this, how many of you have any of these four elements as your day master? When I say day master, I'm referring to your own party chart. Let's say this is your party chart. You look at the day column. This is your day master. Okay, all right. So of course, right now there are 10 of it, but there are 4 of that are part of this fourth quarter. So let me show you again this part here. So I want to track your day master. Is it belong to the yang fire, yin fire, yang earth, or yin earth or not? Okay, all right, good. I saw some of your comment here. Sorry, so if you belong to part of this, so which means that these 4 months, will be pretty impactful for you. Okay, impactful means that whatever you do, because all this stuff supported, right? So you see quick results. Is it good or not? Yeah, maybe, or you can say that it actually multiply your results because you're part of it. When you're part of it, you're sort of like the hero of this fourth quarter. But it also could be a villain. It's a double-edged sword. So which means that if you make a lot of mistake these few months, it will be amplified. Which means everyone will know. Not only your colleagues, it could be extend to your boss or the big boss or regional role or the top of the CEO. Something is a double-edged sword, okay? So, but if you do the right thing, you start the right project, you start the great thing, or right direction, you also get great results. You guys understand? So it's neutral. But now you have this so-called like double your points in your loyalty points, your brownie points, you're able to get that effect. Okay, cool. So now you check out your chart. If you have this, and now do you have a plan or you have something to do or not? If yes, then you see the effect will come very fast, which is good because you align to the energy. You get the first reward first or the first punishment. So if all this while you're doing something not so legal, then this is a time that if you get punishment, people might trace back. Let's say you're actually you don't do taxes, for example. you don't pay tax. Yeah, if you do it now and then if you're part of this day master, you do it, not only you get caught, the officer might trace back the last few years that you didn't pay taxes. Now your penalty multiply. Okay? All right. So I'm not saying it's good or bad. So if you don't have it, does not mean it's bad also. Okay? If you have it, everything got multiplied. And you also see that you don't have enough time. You seem like there are so many things to do. Correct or not? If you have these four elements, yeah, like you have a lot of things to achieve, but also at the same time, so many things ties you down because things are moving for you very fast. So now you need to check only the day stamp. Yeah, need not to see the rest of the box. Okay, guys, cannot. Don't be need not to be so intelligent here. All right. So just look at the day stamp only. Our guys, okay. Yeah, this is one part of the analysis of this fourth quarter. Now, want to know how many of you here got either of these four? Bing, Ding, Wu, or Qi? Alina Yun? Okay, all right. So now do you feel that things start to move fast? A lot of things need your attention. You want to cover, yeah, 10 pots, but you have 9 covers. You cannot cover everything. Yeah, so yeah, welcome. Yeah, this is the need for speed. And because of them, some of you might get frustrated. You get annoyed, yeah, because fire element is strong. But if you're able to channel the energy in the right way, yeah, you can speed up your success. Okay, cool. Is this information useful? So you need to, if you have important thing to do, cut short your holiday. Yeah, holiday can wait. Nice. Okay, this is one piece of the information. So now another thing I want to bring to your attention is this. Let me bring back the fourth quarter chart again. Okay, so if you look at here, if you learn Bazi before, you know when we're talking about money, because next year you know it's very volatile, we look at two elements. Direct wealth. Okay, I better use other color here. Okay. Direct wealth or indirect wealth. These two represent wealth luck or wealth opportunities. If you trace back to this fourth quarter chart, do you see the W here? Yes, I also see IW here as well. I also see another IW here. So moving forward to January and this to December and January, do you see any IW or DW? Yes or no? No, I can't find one. So what does this say? I want to think. What does it say? Yeah, type in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Ryan Lim say want to earn money faster these 2 months. Exactly. Okay. It say opportunities, right? Depends whether you need money or not. Some of you don't need, right? That is fine. How many of you here don't need money anymore? You depressed because you have too much money, you don't know how to spend. Got people like that, right? How many of you here belong to that category? You even see your therapist because you're depressed because you don't know where to spend the money, and that is your main problem every day. For me, it's a good problem. Okay. So, but the rest of you say, hey, I still want to make more, right? It's not enough. Then the month here is no, October and November month because they have a easy, right? This one. Yeah. So you need not to analyze too complicated to know this. So since you see here, right? But do you think October is better? Because you have both element, right? You have both the wealth element on top and the bottom, stronger. So what I'm trying to tell you here, if let's say right now you have a lot of plans already, like you want to launch your product, your book or whatever, or you want to know when the most of the wealth luck it will come, most of it is happen in November, starting October 8th until November 6th, the best month. But if you don't want it, then do nothing. Okay, so I want to see the chart does not means you must do it. Okay, because some of you don't need it, then don't need to, just enjoy. Are you guys clear on this? By the way, yes, if you understand. So now, if you want to look, if you're looking for a job right now, and you want to actually look for a job with a lot of chance to have a better increment, high pay, which one you should look for it? October. Okay, so that is the timing here, because for well, but after if you don't do it within October and November, December the chances are lower. I know I also have some friends that are working in the insurance industry. They're also chasing targets, right? They also, okay, which month is that? Now you can tell them, yeah, hustle, push your team on October. Yeah, that is the month. So people willing to spend. Yeah, but after November, you still have it, but the energy become weaker. But if you want to do it within October, all right, cool. So this is how we can also track the wealth movement. Yeah, for the fourth quarter. So October, November is the wealth month in summary, but October is way better. How many of you here you have a target to chase right now to hit the fourth quarter target? Maybe your salesperson, your agent. Okay, now you know, yeah, which one to do it. Cool. All right. So, but if your competitor asks you, you tell them December. All right. You know how this work, right? If your enemy or someone you hate, maybe some colleague you don't like, you don't see eye to eye, tell them, yesterday I learned already, December is the best month. Okay, good. Yeah, this is wealth battle strategy. Cool. So now, once you know this, then you let me show you the chart again. You just mark your calendar. October is a good one. And because whatever you do here, it will change the course of your destiny. Yeah, because it's the month that you give you a great head start. So even you don't plan to, you don't have anything to do to make money, learn something about money, right? It could be a book, or you can talk to a mentor, or you learn about investment, whatever it is you do at that month, you can carry the energy moving forward. Okay, it's not everyone right now got a project, right? So do something, learn something, or learn investment, I think. Yeah, that's also one of the reason I arranged my program Born for Wealth in October. Now you know it. Some of you are joining me on October, right? How many of you here joining me in October? Give me a heads up here. Yes. Okay. Okay. A lot of people ask Iverson last time. A lot of people ask me, Iverson, why are you doing October? You can do it in August or earlier, right? There has to be a reason. Because I understand energy. I need to walk my talk. All right. I need to eat my own cooking, right? So now you know the answer. That time I just tell you, you just wait, I'm going to explain. Now is the time for me to explain to you why I choose that one. I won't choose November. Of course, November, there are some good dates I won't change. I won't choose it because October month is the most powerful. Okay? So you lock that one. Let's say you want to have an event, you want to boost sales, you're doing a lot of all these roadshow, exhibition, October month is the one. Okay, good. So now, once we know this, then we look at the chart here. Someone will say, okay, how about December, January? So it doesn't have wealth energy there. So of course, if you know this already, if you want to do something, you do it at these 2 months. Okay? It does not mean December or January going to be broke, but by comparison wise, October are way better. Yeah, I know some of you think no wealth element in December mean you cannot make money. No, it's not. Can you guys understand by comparison? Yes? The way, yes, if you understand. Yeah, I don't have the wrong mindset that, oh, no wealth element in December means I'll be broke. No. Now you can compare. Of course, we choose the best one, right? Okay. Now, once we know this, let's look at December month. December month here, this is okay. If you learn BaZi, you know this is a mountain. Okay, mountain bottom is Hui water, is a mist. So it represents a misty mountain or a mountain covered with mist. So what is your first feeling when you try? I want you to imagine what a misty mountain means to you. Is it a time you're very busy, you work for wealth, or what? Is it a relax or very busy? Okay, Raymond Cho say relax. Okay, uh, difficulty, or some of you say time to retreat, relax mind. Okay, not don't have clear direction because it's covered. Yes, all is correct. So don't you think this is a time for you to retreat, relax, reflect your life to gain more clarity? Because mountain does not move. So it's there to observe, to reflect, to cultivate. Yeah, to know, right? Am I going in the right track or not? Yeah, don't mistake busyness for success, right? A lot of people is very busy, but they're heading nowhere. So it's good for us to have this self-check about am I heading to the right direction or not? I think this is the most powerful question that we should ask ourselves. Are we heading to the direction that we want or not? Will that make any difference in the next 4 to 5 years? So when you do the right thing at the right time, you do it reflection in that month, you will get results. You get clear. Because the mist eventually will go away. Agree? Because Koi water keep moving, right? So therefore, that is the time to do it. Okay, good. You guys okay understand what I'm saying? Okay, so this is the thing you can benefit from this. And if you learn metaphysics in, you also know that in this year that the G is a peach blossom star. Okay, not every year though, but in 2025 is a peach blossom star. So while reflecting, if some of you ask, hey, Iverson, I've been single for so many years, I want to find a partner or meet someone. So December month also a good month to build relationship, relax, because it's a peach blossom month. Peach blossom month means that it's a good month to know people, meet new people. And when you meet them, please don't talk about business or whatever wealth goal you have, because that month supposed to be relaxed. Yeah, talking about the present, yeah, knowing that person, travel, nice place to eat food, a great wine, whatever it is. Okay, guys? So that is the month to do it. How many of you here, you already planned some retreat in the month of December? Okay, very good. So allocate 1 or 2 hours doing a self-reflection. It helps a lot. Don't do it in October month. Okay, you won't find it. Yeah, you're using the wrong activities at the wrong time. October month is to hustle. Okay? Yeah, execute your goal. It's about execution. So only to know that December month you can relax and rejuvenate. Okay, clear? And some of you are looking for new partner, or some of you are MBA. MBA means married but available. I don't know. Some of you are like that. Then maybe December is the one you want to focus on. Okay? All right. So this one, when someone say, is it, Raluca say, is the peach blossom apply for everyone? Because now we're looking at the fourth quarter. We are not looking at individual chart. So the energy is about meeting people and then having fun, and in a relaxed way. You guys understand? I don't want you to check your chart whether I got red or not. No, because this is not your chart. This is talking about overall timing, overall mood. For example, a week or 2 weeks before Christmas, Don't you think everyone share the mood about holiday feel? Right? It nothing to do with your parts, whether you have read or what, right? At the time, people have this festive mood, so they don't work hard at the time, right? Even they go to work, they just enjoy because holiday mood. But after the holiday, you spend all your money and become fat also because you eat too much. When you start work again in the next year, new year, then everyone also have the same feeling. Right? What feeling? They drag themselves to work and they look at themselves. Yeah. Sometimes when they bend down, they cannot see their toe because their belly is so big. Something like that. Okay. So now I'm talking about overall mood. You guys understand? Don't go and trace back to your partner. This technique doesn't work like this. Okay, cool. Okay, nice. So now, then let's look at this again. So we covered about the wealth part, which is October and November. We also know that this month is for you to relax, reflect, or even like take care of your health. Yeah, have a health goal. I know it's pretty hard because that time is the festive season, right? When the pumpkin pie comes and then turkey or whatever, right? It's not easy to resist, right? So do it in moderation if you want to. And if health is important, this is a great month as well to think about that. You have to focus on or start a health program. Okay, cool. So now, after that, then we go to this one. This one is about what? A lot of earth element. Yeah, from here I can see that. Okay, and he also says that you see seven killing here, right? And a seven killing here. So, which means this is the time for you to start attack again. Okay, because seven killing is in the battle. So, which means success, a lot of success depends on whether you win the first battle or not. Yeah, if you win the first battle, you carry the momentum forward. Do you guys agree? So January is the first, you need to win the first battle. No longer reflection. Okay, reflection happens in December. January, some people overextend their reflection, then got problem. Because he said that starting Jan 5th, you need to fight already for whatever target and everything, because this is the time people get competitive. Yeah, you need to start to get your first win. If you are in if you're in a sales line, do you realize that the first month of the year is the most important? Now I'm not talking about astrology. I'm talking about psychology a little bit here. Yeah, the first win. Yeah, when the first month your sales is good, you build the morale of the team, and somehow psychological wise, you feel like you can win again. How many of you in sales team you realize this? Yeah, if you are sales, you're the head of sales. Somehow, by hook or by crook, you must make the first one must at least achieve target for January. Okay, how many of you here you know this? You realize the importance of that. Type the word me. Especially if you're running a sales team, yeah, you do that, right? Okay. You see here. So therefore, the month of January, write down, win the first battle. Because the battle start early in 226. You might think, oh, I thought it's February 4th is the year. No. January, win it. Okay? So you carry the momentum forward. Okay? Do you like the information so far that I shared with you? Okay, cool. I would say that there could be more information. And some of you, I noticed some of you here are new. If you want to connect with me, because sometimes regularly I share information, you can actually join my Telegram channel. So that's where I share some stuff. Some of them are trivial stuff, and some of them are educational stuff. Okay, so we mix both together. Because if too much education, then people already stressed, you further stress them. Sometimes a light information, comedic nature could help some of us here as well. Okay, so I do both. Yeah, join us there, then we can get connected. So you also get free update whenever I have something important to share. Okay, good. So now one thing I want you to also pay attention to. One thing I want to pay attention to is this as well. So now we look at the chart here. I want to pay attention to the peak month. Okay, so November month. November month is, you know why important, so important the November month, because it's a peak month, and you know 2025 is a snake year, isn't it? Right, it's a snake year, so you know snake clash with the pig. Therefore, this make November month also I would say important month as well. So if you need to check your chart first, right? If your chart you got pig or not in your chart. Yeah, in your party chart, the four pillars, either the year, month, day, or hour, do you possess a pig? If you possess a pig, then November month also important month for you. Because whenever there's a clash, it also represents changes. It represents something like pivoting. So if you want to make some big change in your life, November month will be a great month to do it because it's a clash. So if it's in your month pillar, there may be some changes in your work, for example. So pay attention to that month. All right, it's a pivoting month. So it's a time you can actually, if you want to make changes, it's a great time to align to it, because clash is indicate change. Since you have something to do, so you fulfill it in that way. So you can control the clash. Okay, cool. So this one, by the way, this one here also, because this element also represent nobleman, so it could mean a nobleman clash as well. For example, someone that you used to help you, maybe your boss or your supporter, maybe that month they are not available. Okay, so basically means have backup plan. Okay, let's say, for example, you have a caretaker, for example, that take care of your children. So you plan your holiday or whatever, but somehow that month, she's not available. Maybe suddenly she back to her home country or something. So my advice here is have a backup plan. Okay. So therefore, you won't have all this surprise. Okay, cool. All right. So this is one way you can actually look at the chart and to see what you can do with it. All right. If you have question, you can ask me now. Okay. So if pick this question from Manolia, is the pick in the day, then the spouse not available? Okay, not available, very subjective one. So is it emotionally or is it physically not available? Right. So in the end, it's like this, right? So maybe your spouse at that time found or they feel that you're annoying because pig and snake clash also means annoying clash, so they don't talk to you. So your goal here is to do what? Become less annoying. That's it. Okay, Manolia? Yeah, that's the advice for you. Otherwise, you don't know why your spouse not available. Okay, cool. All right. So Clarence Chong asks, will nobleman turn into enemy? I don't know. Depends what you do to your nobleman, right? Yeah, if you borrow money with a nobleman and you don't return it, then of course you become enemy. Understand or not, right? It depends on you. If not, how can he suddenly become your enemy? You try and see. Next time the nobleman come, you borrow money from this one and you say, I don't plan to return. You let me know the result. Okay. So uh, okay, Gina Sin asks if pick in the luck pillar, should I make changes in November month? It's not like that, all right? So if you already have a plan, you don't make change for the sake of the clash. Let's say you already have a plan, you want to change something between October and November, you change in November. That's what I mean. Okay? If you don't have any plan, you need not to do anything. You just have a backup plan. Yeah, because something you don't expect might happen. For example, every day your friend drive you to work, and therefore you rely on your friend. But maybe that time your friend car is broke down or whatever, or she's not available. Yeah, maybe she met a new boyfriend and then she go for holiday for the whole month. Yeah, then you need to have some preparation on your transport, right? That's what I mean. Okay, guys, do you understand? Or don't make change for the sake of making change. Yeah, if you do like that, it seems like Bazi is a very fearful tool. No, it's just telling you something. Okay, good. Yeah, don't be okay. Now I'm slim. It's a clash month. I must meet a lot, so I become fat. No, not like that. All right. So this is hope that this information give you what to do in this fourth quarter. Like the first 2 months is important. Yeah, for you, if you want to fight for something, you fight in October, November. December month, relax yourself, recharge, because you need to be ready for the battle in January. Okay, battle does not mean bad, right? It just means now you're in a battleground, you know, fight for something, do it in January, while people still in holiday mood. Okay, cool. All right. So now, if you look at this kind of energy map, one thing I want to share with you here is this. You look at you know that in 2026 is a fire, 2026 is a fire horse. Okay? If you look at here, you look at the top is a yang fire, right? Yang fire is a big fire. That's why next year the fire is strong. And you also realize that the yang fire already appear here already in October. Do you see that? So which means when I'm talking about the huge fire, is actually already starting in October 8th, not February 4th next year. We call this ascending and descending chi technique. So I got to tell you a good news. Whatever happened in October, will be a preview for 2026 for you, or a trailer. Like if you watch a movie before they air on cinema, they always release a lot of trailers, right? So to October month, which is now, yeah, is the month of, it's sort of like a summary of what is 2026 is for you. So now, let me ask you, do you like this one or not? We just added this one like yesterday. Do you like the feeling, the energy of this one? Do you feel stronger or you feel weaker? Okay, Alina, you'll say yes, very good. Stronger, cooler. Some will say more handsome. All right, very good. If you feel more handsome, then next year you become even more handsome. Very good. You feel only, does not mean reality is like that. So which means next year you also feel that you are super handsome. Okay, so this is the month is like this. So it sort of give you a preview. But the good thing here is, if you don't like the feeling, some of you say, okay, I don't like the feeling, then can you change or not? Of course. Of course you can change, right? Because now it's just beginning. You work on it. But if you really like the feeling, just enjoy it, right? Enjoy the ride. We just like the preview. But one thing for sure, because the month of October here, this one, if you learn Bazi, this one is an image of volcano. All right. So when you think about volcano, what you could think about? Okay, type in the chat box. Okay, a burst. Okay, eruption. So which means that people get triggered easily. All right, because there are so many things to do, a lot of internal pressure. So overall, you also realize that suddenly you're super busy. How many of you here already experienced that? You don't know what you're busy for, but it's just a lot of stuff to handle. Everything happened at the same time. It could be better if that just happened on different months, but somehow coincidentally or by synchronicity. So many things, right? So, and because of that, some people will what? Yeah, they'll be very hot tempered and then they just explode. Means that sometimes they say something they shouldn't. Yeah, they scold someone they shouldn't. So just take note on that. Yeah, but overall, if you like the feeling of October, there's a lot of things to look forward for. That is your 2026. Is it cool like that? You can have a preview in your life, right? Because that is the energy starting. So if you don't like it, you just do something to improve it, either in your finance or people relationship. Sometimes apologize to certain people. Yeah, will help, right? You mend relationship or you build stronger bond. So depends what you want. Okay. This is the cheat sheet. How do you hack 2026? Is in October month. Now you know. Okay. Yeah, so which means it's still adjustable. Okay, so whatever is important to you. I don't know what is important to you, but what you want, you better start it in this year, October month. You'll thank me later for it. Okay? So now, how many of you here you want to make the best of 2026 by do something in 2025 October and moving forward? Yeah, so if you want that, especially in wealth related, so I would invite you because this is the last webinar before we start the class next week. So if you're interested to join us, this is the program. I know a lot of you already joining, but some of you here, you just stumble across this program. This is my online program. It is the title here is Born for Wealth. So it's focusing on how to use Qi, Bazi, and Feng Shui to help you to go through period 9. So it will help you to change your wealth destiny. So I'm going to do this via live stream on 18 to 19 October. Now you know why October. Okay. So if I don't choose October, the next one I will choose is November. Okay, either these 2 months. But remember just like I told you, there are two wealth element in October, and October also a preview for next year. So I think it's better to do it in October. Do you guys agree or not? Now you know how I choose the dates. Okay, even I do in November is fine. Even I do in December also fine. Same content. Okay, but if I can choose, I rather choose October. Okay, I don't want to think if you learn something in November is not good, December is not good. It's still equally good. Yeah, but energy wise, I think this one is more aligned. Okay, guys, understand? So I will do this online. So no matter where you are, you can join this. So this is an investment for it, 1,297. Okay, and then we're talking about this part. Yeah, I'm going to go through Bazi, Feng Shui, and Qi from wealth perspective because each of this system it have different benefits. So I want to cover how do you align the heaven, earth, and man together. When it's aligned, things happen for you. Things does not happen to you, but happen for you. Yeah, so that's why we strive for alignment. The alignment of Bazi, Feng Shui, and Qi. Okay, so now the thing here is there are a lot of formulas in Bazi, Feng Shui, and Qi. And the origin of all this system here, they focus on steady, slow and steady. Because in the old days, yeah, people don't like people to achieve success fast, right? You need to go through the pain, the struggle, the failure, you learn from it. And hopefully by 50 years old, you are wise, you make money. People respect those people in previous generation. There's nothing wrong with it. But in period 9, due to period 9, fire is strong. Fire is strong fire is fast or slow? Fast. You see how they burn the forest within a blink of an eye, right? It just destroy the whole forest. So therefore, I'm going to select the technique that not about slow because in period 9, slow technique doesn't work that well. I'm going to talk about speed. So I'm going to choose a lot of topic, talk about speed. Okay, so because so many standalone techniques, people don't know which one to use. So from the speed angle, I devised a framework. Okay, this is what I call the wealth freedom framework. It's a step-by-step process. You just need to follow. Okay. Speaking of which means even you're beginner, you don't know anything about 八字, feng shui, or qi, you still can use if you are obedient. What do I mean obedient? You follow steps. Because I'm going to teach you, if you see this is what you're going to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to share in this program. So this is the framework that I'm going to share, I'm going to teach you in these 2 days for Born for Wealth. Okay, so there you go. If you're interested, because the window is open right now, because after this, the team will fully focus on preparing for the course. They're going to send the Zoom link later on, prepare for the material, so they don't have much time to open the card again. So I want to do it now. So now, to help you to make a better decision on this, so let me lay out what you're going to get first. Then you decide, whether this is for you or not. The Born for Wealth program here, like the 2 days program I mentioned just now, and if you join us now, you get a VIP bonus, and you're going to get one thing about coaching. A lot of people are good coach, but they don't know how to turn coaching into wealth. How many of you here experienced that before? Because period 9, coaching is a huge industry. I realize that a lot of people, they are good in 八字. They are good in coaching. They like to help people, but somehow they are not able to make money. Right? Because the more money you make, you can help more people, right? You can hire staff, you can provide better service. So the VIP bonus is about the millionaire coaching secrets. How do you turn coaching knowledge into lucrative $1 million business while helping people? Okay, so it's always fun, right? If you can make money and helping people at the same time. So I share with you how do I get that. Because me personally, I'm a coach, and I will share with you what technique did I use. And this, I wouldn't put a price on it because I don't know how to define a price, but I will give you as a bonus. I believe this more than 497. Yeah, but the team insists me to put a price there. I put it there. But I cannot put a price on something like experience and all these things. So you're going to get this bonus for free. Okay? And then now, to encourage you further, because I know this is so important, it's so useful to anyone. So you're going to get this bonus. And for the first 30 to joining us today, you're going to open a card again. You're going to get the second bonus is related to investment. Okay, investment is like this. A lot of people, they work hard, which is good to make money, but how long can you work hard? When you are young, you're fine, right? If you reach middle age, here pain, there pain, there are so many things. You got family, some more, then stress increase, right? So we need something that continuously sustain and grow your wealth. So I'm going to actually share another bonus. This one will be supercharge your investment luck. If you are thinking how to use metaphysics to improve investment luck, then this is the right fit for you. Okay? All right. So, and again, I'm going to give this for free. So let me summarize this. The main program, you get 2 bonuses. The bonuses you done maybe in November time or early December, but all of them you have a replay, 7-day replay. Don't worry. So in total, there'll be 2291. And if you join us today, within this 24 hours window here, you will get everything above just for 597. Okay, here's the link, joeyap.com/BFW. Okay, grab it quick before the bonus being claimed. And just to let you know, this offer will expire in 24 hours. And there's a link I saw in the chat box. You can look at the chat box. SK just posted a link there. Yeah, that's where you're going to secure your seat in this coming 18 and 19 October. And it's perfect for all levels, even you're beginner, you don't know anything about 八字 feng shui, don't worry. Because this program here, the goal here is not to learn master 八字. 2 days is not enough. Not a lot of people want to do that. A lot of people that learn all this is to get results. So these courses here is result oriented. So we teach you what to do, then exactly you just follow the steps. All right. So therefore, no prior experience needed. And also, let's say if you're not able to attend on the program on those specific dates or even the bonuses, then it will come with a 7-day replay option. So you can watch it within a 7 day. And even you able to attend, you still get the replay as well. Okay. So, and if you look at it of this investment here, yeah, it will took like just $1.40 per day. If you stretch it in 1 year, just $1.40. I mean, what can you do with $1.40? But if you choose to invest in yourself, you have some information that can transform your financial destiny. Why not? Why not take this? So there you go. This on 18 and 19 October. And if you want this, you need to schedule this. Okay? Yeah, so when you schedule something, you become real. You will keep thinking about it, it won't. All right. So you know that the next 2 years is volatile. Now is a time to equip ourselves to go through it and thrive in chaos. Because you know, the most millionaire are created during crisis, not during good time. You know about that. Okay. So now here's the link. Join us here and we'll start this class in 18 and 19 October. Okay. So you're going to learn this first. And again, just to let you know that I'm not going to repeat the same program. Okay, if you miss this, then you miss it. Because my next program will be a different total program altogether. Okay, so there you go. And some of you here also want to opt for installment option. You can talk to the team. All right, there are Carrie here and there's a SK here. So just talk to them. They can help you on that as well. Okay, so this if you are thinking, hey, what can I learn from this program here? There's a lot. All right, like I showed the framework. So one of the things that a lot of people that don't know, based on their chart, what job is suitable for us. All right. So don't you think it's important to learn about that as well? Okay, so and job also changes according to the years. So the job that's suitable 5 years ago, it become irrelevant in the next 5 years. Agree? So therefore, I make the changes on the syllabus is aligned back to AI and period 9. Okay, for example, a copywriter. Yeah, in period's time, they can thrive. But in period 9, you can try, but it's a different style already. Yeah, so therefore it's a different role. And also a lot of time when we advise people about opportunity, they always advise like, okay, you wait for the good luck to come, the wealth luck. Probably it's a 5 years time or 10 years time. What if I can show you a way to become every year also your wealth year? Would you be interested? Rather than you being told like, oh, you wait for another 8 years, your wealth luck will come. Okay? What if you know exactly every year you know what to do to make that specific year your wealth year? Would it be cool instead of waiting? Yeah, successful people don't wait, they create. So that is what one part of it I'm going to share with you. One small part. Therefore, there are way more information you're going to receive. Okay? All right. So, and if you like this and you have a goal, you want to support yourself, your family, yeah, why not you do this? Okay. So some of you might ask, right? What if I fail? If I do this, I'm still failing. But think about this. The worst scenario is, okay, if you don't see a result, 597, you lost it. You can always make it back. But the question here is, what if it's work for you? Okay, imagine how your life will be different by that. Because the technique I'm sharing with you here is the technique I use exactly when I help my VIP clients. But the VIP clients, you know, right? VIP clients, they don't want to do anything. They just say, okay, you do it for me. Yeah, that's why they pay premiums, right? But another way, but not a lot of people willing to do that, right? Because It's not because some of us, we want to learn ourselves. Even better, because when you learn it yourself, you can help your family as well. So the knowledge that you invested, not only to you alone, you can multiply it. That's where you can add more value to others. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So, and some of you here are parts coach as well. If you know this, don't you think you can add more value to your clients? Now you become a different level of coach. Okay, cool. All right. So I hope you enjoyed today's session about finish strong in the fourth quarter. Yeah, you know which month to do what, which month to slow down, which month to do more, which month to build relationship. I hope that you find this valuable, and feel free to share with your friends and family as well. Okay. So, and now let's see. How many of you here are joining for Born for Wealth? Can I see a yes if you already signed up? Type the word yes. Let me see all of you here. Wow, so many of you. Great. Okay. So I will do my best. By the way, I'm still adding contents. Yeah, because I like to add content. So sometimes I might go overboard on my class time, but that's what I like to do. Are you guys okay if I accidentally add more contents into my syllabus? Do you have problem with that? No problem, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what I do. Even sometime, right? Even the day before, I will add more content inside. So hopefully, but I do it in a way that it's not just stuffing stuff inside. It has to be make sense. It has to be connected. Yeah, from start to beginning. Okay, that is what I actually aspire to do. And yeah, be early there because the class will start at 6 p.m. Malaysia time. But don't worry, the team will send you the email and then all the details are there. All right, cool. So now there's a lot of slide. Yeah, that for example, I think one of the most important things some of you asked, right? Is the first thing here is not opportunities first. Yeah, although I share that part. So their day one, I'm going to tell you on day one is all about what to do first. How many of you need to know exactly what to do in terms of career, in terms of your wealth building strategy, how to build your network? Because everyone are wired differently. Because in the end, it's not your income, it's your net worth. Your income is a starting point. So you want to know exactly what route you should take. Yeah, all this is I will share with you a slide even on what to do. How many of you here want to know like a slide that tell you what job role you can do? And then you just pick, okay, I see this element in my chart, then I'll do this. Okay, I'll share that. Okay, cool. So nice talking to all of you here today. And I wish all of you here nothing but the best, not only in 2025, but beyond. Okay, I'm going to see you again in the Bond for Wealth. Till then, take care. Stay healthy. I'm Iverson Lee. I see you in Bond for Wealth. Bye bye.